The Nazis, World War II, by Robert Edwin Hertzton, Time Life magazine. In one segment of a Nazi instructional film, right. The genetic heritage of the Jew is purportedly traced to Oriental adjective, late 14th century, of the Orient, from the East, from Old French Oriental, Eastern, from the East, 12th century. In European historiography, the meaning of the Orient changed in scope several times. Originally, the term referred to Egypt, the Levant, and adjoining areas as far west as Morocco. During the 1800s, India, and to a lesser extent China, began to display the Levant as the primary subject of Orientalist research. While the term also appears in mid-century works to describe an appearance or perceived similarity to Oriental government or culture. Over time, the common understanding of the Orient has continually shifted eastwards. As European people traveled farther into Asia, it finally reached the Pacific Ocean, and what Westerners came to call the Far East. These shifts in time and identification sometimes confuse the scope, historical and geographic, of Oriental studies. Yet, there remain contexts where the Orient and the Oriental have kept their older meanings. Oriental spices typically are from the regions extending from the Middle East. The genetic heritage of the Jew is purportedly traced to Oriental, Negro, In the English language, the word Negro, or sometimes negress, for a female is a term historically used to denote persons considered to be of black African heritage. The word Negro means the color black in both Spanish and in Portuguese, from Latin niger, where English took it from. The New Royal Encyclopedia, or Complete Modern Universal Dictionary of Arts and Science. Library of Universal Knowledge, Volume 3. Negroes, a kind of black slaves, which make a considerable article in the modern commerce. The Negroes, also called blacks and Moors, are a people of Africa whose country extends on each side of the river Niger and is called Nigritia, though whether the people communicated their name to the river or received it therefrom is not easily determined. The origin of Negroes and the cause of that remarkable difference in complexion from the rest of mankind has much perplexed the naturalists, nor has anything satisfactory been yet offered on that head. The genetic heritage of the Jew is purportedly traced to Oriental, Negro, Near Asian, Near Asian. This is when the terms Near East and Middle East were introduced, partly replacing the older term Orient, a vague designation covering Asia and Northern Africa. The new terms denoting the proximity of this region to the Western centers were first used interchangeably. The genetic heritage of the Jew is purportedly traced to Oriental, Negro, Near Asian, and Hamitic peoples. Hamitic, adjective, of or pertaining to the language group that includes ancient Egyptians, Berber, Gala, etc. 1842 from Ham. Name of the second son of Noah, Genesis 9, 18 through 19, whose 4 sons were popularly believed to have populated Egypt and adjacent regions of Africa. Ham, perhaps Hot, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Genesis 10:6-20. The genetic heritage of the Jew is purportedly traced to Oriental, Negro, Near Asian, and Hamitic peoples. Hence, the film concludes the Jew is a bastard. Bastard, noun, the figurative sense of thing not pure or genuine, is by late 14th century. As an adjective, from late 14th century, it is used of things spurious or not genuine, having the appearance of being genuine, of abnormal or irregular shape or size, and of mongrels or mixed breeds.